Hello everyone, welcome to this particular course of Python. My name is B Ahmed Bui and I will be your instructor. I'm a data scientist and mentor. I'm having more than 4 years of working experience in the field of Python, machine learning, deep learning, MLOps, generative AI and robotic system. I also have rich experience in the product development. I have already worked with so many multinational company. Even I also work with so many edtech company as a mentor. So if you want to connect with me, so these are my social media, so you can connect me here. As I already have good experience with the industry, so based on my experience, I'm going to teach you this particular Python. So here we'll be more focusing on the hands-on part. We'll be learning like so many examples so that each and everything would be clear in your mind. And here I will also show you some of the project. So that particular project will help you to understand like how to use that particular programming language to solve this particular problem statement. So I'll make sure guys, each and everything would be clear in your mind. So make sure you just complete this particular course. And after completing this particular course, I believe you will be able to understand this particular Python programming. And I believe guys, after completing this particular course, you will become champion in Python. So now guys, let's discuss the agenda for this particular video. Like what are the things we are going to cover in this particular video. So as you can see, first of all, definitely I will give you the introduction of the Python. Like why Python is so popular and why we have to learn this particular Python. After that, we'll be learning the installation and the environment setup of the Python, because there are so many environment, there are so many actually technique you can use to run this particular Python programming. So I'll tell you some of the alternative as well. You can execute your code there. Okay. And we'll also do the local setup. Like for the local setup, what are the tools and like software you have to install. I'll tell each and everything. Then once we are ready with that particular installation, I'll start with our first hands-on, which is nothing but our first program in Python. So guys, in every programming language, if you see whenever people start with that particular programming language, they just write their first program, which is nothing but hello world. So that particular program will be also writing in this particular Python. So instead of talking too much guys, let's start with our agenda. So there is a quick definition of Python, what exactly this Python is. So you can see Python is a high-level general purpose programming language. Its design philosophy emphasizes code readability with the use of significant indentation. So what does it mean? I'll tell you each and everything. I'll just clarify. As of now, just try to get it. This is a definition of the Python. So Python is nothing but it's a high-level general purpose programming language. So it has actually one beautiful design philosophy. So this particular design philosophy helps a programmer for the code readability and code reusability. I'll be more discussing about what is code readability, what is code reusability. There is a concept called object-oriented programming. We'll be learning this particular object-oriented programming also inside Python. There actually we'll be learning about the code reusability. And code readability wise, actually, you will automatically get the idea whenever we'll be doing the coding inside Python. You will see that it's like a very easy programming language. So if you know English language, you will be able to understand this particular Python program. So that much actually easy it is. Okay. So now let's discuss about like why Python. Okay. So there are so many programming languages over the market, but why Python? Okay. Why Python is so popular and why we have to learn the Python. So there are some points actually I have mentioned here. You can see. So the first point actually I can say it's easy to learn. Okay, it's like very easy to learn. As I already told you, if you know English language, you will be able to write the code inside Python. Okay, that much easy it is. Now the second actually point you can see the design philosophy, as I already told you. So as I already told you, it has one beautiful design philosophy. So this particular design philosophy helps a programmer for the code readability and code reusability. I'll be discussing this part in more detail. Okay, so no need to worry. And the third point actually you can see the batteries included. So batteries included means it's not actually actual batteries. Batteries means like it is having already lots of predefined function. Okay, predefined function and method. So this will help you to write your code in a faster way. So this particular functionality is not available inside other programming language. So let's take an example. Let's say there are a list of number. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what you want to do? You want to reverse that particular number. That means 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in other programming language, what you have to do, you have to write that particular code from scratch, okay, to reverse that particular number. But inside Python, actually, we already have one predefined method. Okay, predefined method means predefined function. With the help of that predefined function, what you can do, you can pass that particular list of the number. It will automatically do the reverse operation for you. Okay, so this is called batteries included. So likewise, actually, we are having so many functions, so many methods inside Python. So this will like make your task very much easy, and you can write like very faster code here. Okay, and whenever you will be implementing any kinds of product and software, your task would be very much easy because so many things are already available inside Python. You can use as it is. Okay, without any kinds of hesitation. And the fourth point, actually, you can see general purpose. So Python is a general purpose programming language. I think you saw from the definition. So what is general purpose? General purpose means you can use Python anywhere. Let's say you want to do software engineering with the help of Python, you can do it. Let's say you want to do data science with the help of Python, you can do it. Let's say you want to do web development with the help of Python, you can do it. Let's say you want to do blockchain with the help of Python, you can do it. So it's a general purpose programming language. You can use this particular programming language anywhere. Okay, anywhere you can use this particular programming language. That's why it's called actually general purpose programming language. And the fifth very important actually point I have mentioned here, which is nothing but libraries and community support. So Python is having so many libraries, guys, so many actually pre-built library. Okay, different library with respect to different domain. Let's say if you want to work with the machine learning. So in machine learning, there are so many library. Okay, you will see it is already predefined library. So you can install that particular library and you can use those functionality for the machine learning task. Okay, so it is having like thousands library, guys. You can use it for all the domain. And one amazing support you will get, which is nothing but community support. So it is having larger community over the internet. So whenever you are facing any kinds of issue with your code, you can post over the community. Instantly you will get the response. Okay, instantly your issue would be resolved. And it is having like very larger community. So day by day, actually, they are trying to improve the Python. They're bringing lots of libraries, lots of packages inside Python. Okay, so which is missing in other programming language, I can say. So that's why this Python is so popular nowadays. It was not popular, but currently it has been popular because of this particular point. Okay, so I hope, guys, this makes sense right now why Python is so popular and why you have to learn the Python. Okay, so guys, now let's try to see the installation of the Python and its environment setup. So guys, there are so many ways you can use Python. I'll show you a couple of them. So with the help of this particular tool, actually, you can use Python. So the first tool, actually, you can see, which is nothing but the official Python installer. So this particular official Python installer, you can install in your operating system and you can use that particular Python programming language. That means you can execute your code there. And the second one, you can install something called Anaconda. So Anaconda environment. So this particular Anaconda tool is like more advanced than this particular official Python like installer, because it is having so many things integrated with it. Let's say if you want to do the machine learning, deep learning, data science kinds of work, so already lots of packages would be pre-installed inside this particular Anaconda environment. Okay, let's say you want to set up one particular package inside Python. If you are using official let's say Python installer, there actually you may get some of the issue. For this, you have to install additional tool. Okay, but if you're using Anaconda, so you don't need to install any additional tool. Okay, so Anaconda will make your task very much easy. So these are actually local setup. This is actually I'm telling for the local setup. If you want to set up this particular software in your local machine, that time you can either use this particular Python official installer, otherwise you can use Anaconda, right? So guys, there is another alternative tool called Google Collaboratory. You can see. So with the help of Google Collaboratory also, you can execute this particular Python program. But it is not a local setup actually. This particular Google Collaboratory actually will get in the remote server. So in the Google server actually it is available. So in the internet only you can execute your code. If you have the internet connection, there actually you can execute your code. Okay. So you will have one virtual machine there, virtual computer there. That means it will have the RAM, CPU, okay, then GPU, everything you will get here in that particular machine. So inside that actually you can execute your code. So let's say if you don't have actually good configuration like computers, so what you can do, you can use this particular Google Colab. Okay, but if you're doing Python program, guys, I don't think you need a good configuration machine, because all of the code you can execute in your system only whatever system you are using. But if you are doing advanced kinds of work, let's say if you're doing machine learning, deep learning, okay, web development, these kinds of work, that time actually you should have actually good configuration machine. There actually you have to install so many tools and technology. Okay, but if you want to do as an experiment as of now, you can use this particular Google Collaboratory. So this particular three tool I will show you. So first of all, let me show you the official Python like installer. So for this, I'm going to open up my Google. So here you can search about Python org. So this is the official Python website, guys. You can see Python org. So here actually you will get this particular installer. So if you just click on the download, and you can see the download for Windows. Even it is also available for the other operating system like Mac OS, Linux. Okay, all the operating system it is available. Now you can see the current Python version is 3.12.4. Okay, if you want to install the older version of the Python, you can also do it. So there is a list of the download option is available. You can see. So Python 3.11, 10, 9. Okay, so everything is available. Okay, but the current stable version is Python 3.12.4. So if I want to download this particular Python, so what I have to do, guys, I just need to click on the download button. So see, my download has started. Now after downloading, what you have to do, guys, I'll just cancel it because I already have downloaded. So after download, what you have to do, the way actually you install any kinds of software, just double click, do the next, and try to install this particular software in your system. Okay. But I will suggest don't use this particular official actually Python installer. Instead of that, what you can do, you can install something called Anaconda. Okay, Anaconda Python. So if I search here, so this is the official website of the Anaconda. So Anaconda is a distribution. So you can see what is Anaconda. Anaconda is a distribution for the Python and R programming language for the scientific computing that aims to simplify package management and deployment. The distribution includes data science package suitable for the Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. That means later on, if you want to learn the data science or machine learning, deep learning, whatever, let's say you want to learn or whatever you want to do, so you can use this particular Anaconda distribution. So there actually will get more advantage instead of using this particular official Python installer, right? So how to download this particular Anaconda distribution? So just go to this particular website, and here you will see this particular free download option. Just click here. So you can click on this particular skip registration. Now you will see this particular download option, guys. So you can download for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Okay, all the operating system it is available. Based on your operating system, you can install this particular Anaconda in your system. So again, if you click here, it will start download this particular software. You can see it's around 912 MB, but I will cancel it as of now because I already have Anaconda in my system. Let me show you. So if I search for Anaconda, so you can see Anaconda Navigator, Anaconda Prompt. After installing this particular software, you will get this particular two actually tool. Okay, Anaconda Navigator and Anaconda Prompt. Okay. So again, it's a simple installation only. Just double click and do the next. Whatever things it is coming, just keep it as default. Okay, after installing, you will able to see this. These are the option: Anaconda Navigator, Anaconda Prompt. Now, if I click on Anaconda Prompt, guys, it will open this particular prompt. Okay, after opening, just write this particular Conda command. So it should give you this particular message. Okay, if you are getting this particular message, congratulations, you have successfully installed this particular Anaconda in your system. But I'm going to use one amazing actually tool, as I already told you, the free tool. Which is available over the Google Cloud. I don't need to set up this thing in my local system. So which is nothing but Google Colab. So to open this particular Google Colab, just write Colab research on Google search engine. So you'll able to see this particular first website called Google Colab. Now if I click here, so it will give me that particular Colab interface. See guys, this is my Colab interface. So let me zoom my screen a little bit. Now I think it's visible. Now you can see this is the Colab interface. Now here I already created some previous notebook, so that's why it's showing, but for you it would be completely empty. So here the first thing what you have to do, you have to create a new notebook. So click here. So there is a plus icon, you can see, just click on this particular button. So it will create a new notebook for you. So let me just create it. So it will take some time. It will load that particular instance, then it will give you that particular instance. See guys, this is the interface. So here I got one notebook kinds of interface. So here actually I can execute my Python program. But before that, what you have to do guys, first of all, you have to assign one name. Okay, you have to assign one name of this particular file. So let's say this is my Python, okay, Python basics. Okay, this is the Python basic we are doing here. So I'll just give this particular name, Python basic. You can give any kinds of name, it's up to you. But here I'm giving Python basic. Now, the second thing what you have to do, you have to connect this particular instance. Okay, so you have to connect. So here you have to connect to the runtime. Runtime means you are connecting with your CPU, RAM, okay, then your memory, everything you are making the connection because it's a offline right now. You have to make it as online, then you will be able to use this particular Google Colab. Okay, now what you can do guys, just there is a connect button, just click here. So now see it is getting connected. So guys, you can see connection is done. Now here you can see the RAM and disk I got here. So you can see Python 3 is running. Automatically Python 3 is running. So you don't need to install the Python here. And you can see RAM I got 12 GB RAM I got. And the disk I got 107 GB disk actually I got. That means you can store 107 GB file in this particular Google Colab. So left hand side you can see there is a file option. So here you can upload any kinds of file, any kinds of thing actually you can upload here. Okay, and the storage level you got 107 GB. So it's one amazing tool actually from the Google site. So you can use it. So a couple of actually video I'll be using this particular Google Colab. Couple of videos I'll be using Anaconda. Okay, so that's how actually I'll be using all kinds of tools so that everything you can learn. Okay, all together. So there is another tool actually you have to install called VS Code. Okay, Microsoft VS Code. So whenever we'll be doing the project and all, we'll be using this particular VS Code. That means Visual Studio Code. So this is called actually IDE, that means Integrated Development Environment. So this will give you one code editor there actually you can write a code and you can execute that particular code, okay, with the help of Anaconda distribution. So again, you can download for the Windows machine. If you're using Ubuntu or Mac, you can also install for them as well. So again, if I click here, it will start download this particular tool. Actually, you can see it's downloading. Now I'll just simply cancel it because I already have it. So let me show you my VS Code. So if I search for VS Code, now you will see this particular VS Code. So this is the VS Code, guys, and you will see this particular interface. So this is my previous project I implemented. So that's why it's opening. You can also open a new window. So let me open a new window. See, guys, you will get this particular new window, okay, after installing this. So now let me close it. As of now, it's not required. So I think these are the things actually you have to install only. Okay, going forward, actually we'll be using these are the tool, okay, one by one, and everything I'll show you like how to use them properly. Again, the installation process would be same. Only do the next, keep it everything default and try to install this particular tool. Now, guys, I got my Google Colab instance. So here now I can do the coding. Okay, there actually I can do the coding in this particular cell, and there is a execution button. There is a run button. You can see this is the run cell. Now, if you click here, it will execute your program. Okay. So guys, my setup part is ready. I showed you how we can install the Python in our system, as well as how we can use it in the cloud platform like Google Cloud Platform. I already showed you. Now let's write our first Python program. Okay, for this again, I'm going to go back to my Google Colab, and there actually I'm going to write my first Python program. So I think, guys, you are excited. Now let's fire up our code editor and let's do our first program inside Python.